Beautiful Friday afternoon in Portsmouth, Ohio, as the Eastern Eagles have made the trip over from Reedsville to take on the Notre Dame Titans here in Week 4. Dewey and Tim Daly along with you tonight. Glad to have you with us for what should be an exciting non-league matchup here in Week 4.
Well, again, we seem to have flipped the coin and called heads again. I mean, we're sitting here, for me, and I understand you don't have most of this feeling, but to be in Spartan Stadium and to be able to go back, and it's really a sign of age more than it is anything, but to have this stadium be a part of our broadcast tonight when the names of Chuck Ely and Shad Williams and some of the great players back in the history of this stadium that have played. There's a lot of stuff here that people don't know about, but we'll get into a little bit of that later on this evening.
Both teams come into tonight's contest 3-0, battle of the unbeatens here at historic Spartan Municipal Stadium. Notre Dame deferred, and we are underway as this one will be downed right around the Notre Dame 30-yard line. We'll get our first look at this Titan offense here in Week 4.
Oh, that's right.
Starting offensive line for the Titans from left to right, Caden Hadsel, Brock Shepard, Jake Edwards, Braden Shepard, and Brody Coleman. Starting quarterback, Ethan Kingery. On first down, here's a handoff to Cassidy. Loses the handle. He'll look to throw it before being taken down on his own 15-yard line.
Looked like Notre Dame tried to come out and trick him right away and obviously didn't get the first part of that sequence handled, and it kind of destroyed the timing of the play, and they end up taking a major loss, and they're sitting way behind the sticks.
14-yard loss on the play for Notre Dame. He's second down and 24. Have a whistle before the snap. Appears to be an equipment malfunction with Luke Cassidy. Nonetheless, second down and 24 for the Titans.
Oh, my.
Week 3, Ethan Kingery, 17 of 27 against Fisher Catholic. On second down, here's the tailback, Jordan Davis, right up the gut. Not a whole lot of room.
Again, a little bit of a delay or kind of a draw action look. But again, what I would consider to be part of a controlled running game. Now we're going empty.
No gain on the play for the Titans. Third down and 25. On third down, Kingery looks to throw to his right. That's Cassidy across the 20-yard line before being brought down short of the 25.
Again, a little slip screen to the wide side of the field. A good safe play, good call. Not exactly a play, but you know what? There's not very many plays in your bag you can call 3rd and 20, and they just wanted to play safe. And they got the ball in a good hand and made about 7 or 8 yards, but still sitting about 10 yards behind the sticks.
Bryce McGraw on to boot it away for the Titans. One caught around the 50-yard line, returned up to the Notre Dame 40, which is where we'll get our first look at the Eastern Eagles here in Week 4. 34-8 win for the Eagles in Week 4 over South Gallia. On the season, Riley Barnett, 33 attempts for 311 yards and 2 touchdowns. Only 10 pass attempts through 3 weeks for the Eagles. On first down, here's a toss to the right. That's Barrett, and he's taken down short of the 40-yard line. Short gain on the play for the Eagles.
That play was all made possible by Miles Phillips cornering the play and spilling it outside. Normally Miles lines up as a linebacker, but because of the double tight split backfield here that Meggs is running, he stepped up on the line of scrimmage. And he's going to do it again too.
No gain on the play for the Eagles. 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff to Tyler Hill across the 45, 35, up to the 20-yard line. Nobody's going to get him. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a little bit too easy.
Eastern strikes first with 9:09 remaining in the opening quarter. Sophomore Hayden Wilcoxon on for the point after.
Pretty good kick.
7-0 lead for the Eagles. 9:09 remaining in the first. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
At Ohio Health, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing Ohio Health provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Hey everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at glocknercdjr@portsmouth.com.
42-yard rushing touchdown for the junior Tyler Hill. Extra point by Wilcoxon, and the Eastern Eagles out in front 7-0 here with 9:09 in the first quarter. Here's Notre Dame from their own 20, now up to the 25 before being taken down at the 26-yard line. Bryce McGraw on the return for the Titans. Three and out for Notre Dame the first time around, their second trip on offense so far tonight.
Again, and I will tell you that Meggs is running a cover 3, and that's something that Notre Dame can exploit with the spread.
Here's Davis out of the Wildcat on first down, brought down just at the 30-yard line. Short gain on the play for Notre Dame.
Again, just, as you described, just a Wildcat run.
Same play here for Notre Dame. It's Davis on second down to the far sideline across the 40-yard line. He's got the Notre Dame first down, their first here so far. First down and 10 for the Titans. Carried by Miles Phillips. Not a whole lot gained on the play for the junior.
I think that might have been Kingery. Is that 8 or 9? Oh, here's 8 right here. So it was Phillips. Now Kingery's into the game.
2 yards picked up on the play for Phillips. Now second down and 8 for Notre Dame. On second down, here's a screen pass to Davis to the left side. Makes a few men miss. Now breaking away on the near sideline to the 40, 35-yard line. Pushed out of bounds. Big pickup on the play for Notre Dame.
Again, I'm looking at the cover 3 versus that trips, and they don't have that covered. And then they're smart enough to swing it to the back. And I can tell you this, if the number 2 guy would have touched the linebacker, Davis might still be running.
Going to have an injury timeout on the Titans sideline. 1st and 10, Titans. "26 carries for 193 yards and 4 touchdowns for Jordan Davis in week 3. Miles Phillips, 16 attempts, 86 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, Luke Cassidy, 5 receptions, 141 yards and a score. Big point differential for the Titans through week 3. Defensively for Eastern, the starting defensive line, Ronnie Golden, Casey Rankin, and Colin Wilcoxon. Linebackers Cooper Barnett, Riley Barrett, Brandon Oldecker, Gavin Smith, and Landon Basham. Secondary consists of Tyler Hill, C.J. Meeks, and Gavin Murphy. First down and 10 on the Eagle 33-yard line. Handoff is miscarried by Davis. Ball is loose. Looks like the Titans are back on top of it. Be a loss of 5 on the play for Notre Dame. 2nd down and 15. On 2nd down, Kingery looks to throw. Here's a screen pass to Davis going to the Notre Dame sideline. He's pulled down by Cooper Barnett. Tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I don't know about you. That looked like a horse collar. Because obviously he didn't have his face mask, although it looked like face mask. But it had to have had the front collar of his shoulder pad. Unless he's got the strongest grip, like Arnold Schwarzenegger type grip.
3rd down and 12 on the plus 35-yard line. Kingery looks to throw on 3rd down to his right. It's tipped and incomplete. Pass intended for Miles Phillips to bring up a 4th down and 12.
Again, Reedsville or Eastern Megs playing that 3-5-3, which ends up being a cover 3. That's where they're susceptible, is that intermediate 20-yard route just above level 2 and in front of level 3, right there on the hashes. I promise you they'll hit that before the night's over. You wait and see.
Fourth and 12, the Titans looking to go forward here. Four receiver set for Notre Dame, 3 to the boundary. Have a flag before the play.
Yeah, so far Notre Dame's been their own worst enemy. I mean, they've made mistakes. They've put the ball on the ground a couple of times. They've caught a couple of penalties. They need to clean that up.
4th down and 17. The Titans still going to go forward here. Play action for Kingery. Here's a dump-off pass to McGraw and nowhere to go. He's tackled just in front of the original line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs for Notre Dame. Back-to-back drives coming up empty for the Titans. Hand things back over to the Eastern Eagles. First down and 10 on their own 36. Handoff to Barrett is mishandled by the senior. Ball is on the ground. Titans saying they have it. And they do.
Quarterback never got the ball to the running back. Ball ends up on the ground. Here we go.
The Eastern hands it right back to Notre Dame. Have it first and 10 on the plus 33.
Two's coming.
Play action on first down. Kingery looking down the middle of the field, firing for Cassidy. It's tipped and incomplete. C.J. Meeks in coverage.
Again, Cassidy had a step on. The ball was severely underthrown, but Cassidy almost came back and made a play on the ball. That to get that route completed, that ball has to be thrown about a beat sooner. But it's there. You can see it's there. See if number 2 runs right down the hash. Look. It's open.
On second down, here's Davis hit in the backfield and taken down. Nowhere to go for the senior. Brought down by middle linebacker Brandon Oldecker. Loss of 1 on the play. Third down and 11 for the Titans. On third down, play action under some pressure is Kingery down the middle of the field looking for Piccolo. It is incomplete. Underthrown to the freshman. That'll bring up fourth down and 11.
Again, that route's there. They're just not able to capitalize on the timing and where that has to be thrown. Again, that ball has to be thrown a beat and a half sooner than that. If it is, that's going to cause major problems.
Titan offense going to stay out there on fourth down.
Now,
Kingery looks to throw,
See?
passes caught. However, we have a flag before the snap.
Now, I realize they just caught a penalty and they got to walk it back 5 more yards. But do you see where that route's at? You know who else saw where that route's at? Notre Dame. Watch. Watch. I'm promising you it's the same play. And if he can throw that on time, he might go to the house.
5-yard penalty for the Titans. Fourth down and 16.
Now.
Play action to Davis. Kingery down the seam. Passes incomplete. Looking for Cassidy. Tyler Hill in coverage for the Eagles. Another turnover on downs for the Titans. First and 10 on their own 39. Handoff to Barrett, nowhere to go. A stout defensive line for the Titans.
Again, Miles Phillips has had himself a little bit of a ball game here thus far. And what's ended up happening is Notre Dame's playing like a 7 diamond against that, which is absolutely sound. They're spilling everything out to the outside edge, and the backers, the lineman, the offensive lineman, can't get out on the outside backer, and he's just standing there waiting on him.
1 yard picked up on the play by Barrett. 2nd down and 9 from the 40. 2 backs in the backfield. Here's a toss to the junior Tyler Hill out to the far sideline before being brought down short of the 45. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles.
I believe that was Mr. Shepard.
Ten pass attempts through the first 3 weeks for the Eagles. On 4th down, a handoff to Barrett. Nowhere to go. That'll bring up a 4th down and 4 or 5 to go for the Eagles. They need the 49.
Again, just a straight forward dive with the fullback, and again, not a very creative play to call on 4th and 5, but obviously a play that they have confidence in, but Notre Dame up to the challenge.
Have an injury timeout on the far sideline. Third offensive drive for Eastern here in the first quarter. The first time around, it was Tyler Hill who scampered in for a score. However, the most previous Eastern possession ended after 1 play. A mishandled give from Ethan Edwards to Riley Barrett allowed the Titans to capitalize and recover a fumble on the Eastern 33-yard line, however, would turn over on downs. And hand things right back over to Eastern, who is now faced with a 4th down and 4 from the 45-yard line. Some interesting facts about Spartan Municipal Stadium, 95 years old, built in 1928. Has been home to the Titans ever since then, home to the Portsmouth Spartans from 1930 to 1933. Curly Lambeau, yes, the founder of the Green Bay Packers, and the Lambeau in Lambeau Field was 0-2-1 at Spartan Stadium. Had a scoring differential of 32-6 in those 3 meetings.
He took 2 shutout butt whoopings too, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, if you say Lambeau Field, people know where that is and who that is, but they certainly don't know who. If you say, do you know Curly Lambeau? How the hell do I know anybody Curly with a name like Curly? I'm sure that wasn't his real name. I'm sure it was George or John or Tom or something.
Originally dubbed Universal Field, however, in 1970 officially renamed to Spartan Municipal Stadium, which has been the name ever since.
Yeah, and that surprised me because, I was 12 years old, and I'd seen more than a few contests down here between Notre Dame High School, again, the same Notre Dame that's here tonight, and Waverly, which was bitter rivals back through the 60s and into the middle 70s. And, of course, Waverly got out of the SOC then and got in the SOL and didn't play Notre Dame. In fact, I don't know that Waverly has played Notre Dame since. But, if you know Ed Miller and you know the history of the Wheelersburg program, people forget that Ed Miller was the head football coach at Notre Dame prior to going to Wheelersburg and won a couple state championships here at Notre Dame before moving on to Wheelersburg. And they were, you knew when you played those 2 schools when he was coaching, you were in for it that night. And I can, as far back as I can remember, was the year after that Waverly, or that Notre Dame had won the state championship with Chuck Ely, who never lost a high school football game or a college football game at the University of Toledo. The very next year, Notre Dame travels to Waverly, ranked number 1 in the state, and Waverly they had a 30-some game winning streak, of course, with Chuck Ely, and Waverly beat them 8-0. If you're familiar with Ron Williams had about a 20 or 25-yard touchdown run, and Paul Skinner threw a pass to Ted Downing for a 2-point conversion, and that ended up being the difference in the game. And I just remember, too, it was early in the season, maybe like week 5 or 6, but I just remember it was so cold at the game. I just remember being cold at the game.
4th down and 4 from their own 45. Eastern looks to punt it away here. Ethan Edwards on to boot it away for the Eagles. Gets it off clean to the right side, down the right hash, takes an Eagle bounce and will be down to inside the 5, nearly at the 1 yard line.
Oh, he rolled in the end zone.
Will be marked right at the 1. Fourth time we'll see this Titan offense here tonight.
Well, and thus far, Notre Dame's been their own worst enemy. I mean, if they can, the good thing about that is the mistakes they've made are correctable. The bad thing about this possession is your quarterback standing in the end zone.
On first down, here's Davis in the Wildcat. Will take it to the right side. He's got a little bit of room to the far sideline. One man to beat. That's Rockhold before eventually being taken down past the 25-yard line. Big pickup on the play for the senior.
Again, there's no mystery when he's taking the snap, and I think he's done that now 3 or 4 times. He's ran the ball every time.
Davis and the Cat once again flagged before the play.
Procedure. I just wonder if somebody's taken off early or lining up wrong. But those are drive killers, just because it just creates a bad karma and kind of ruins the flow of the possession.
Penalty will move the Titans back 5. First down and 15 from the 23.
Yeah, fortunately it is first down.
Here's Davis on first down, another
same thing.
Flag before the play. It'll be a false start on Notre Dame. Back-to-back penalties on the Titans. Make it a first down and 20. Davis will keep it on first down. Nowhere to go as he's swallowed up in the Titan backfield, taken down for a loss on first down. Loss of 5 on the play. Second down and 25 for the Titans. Kingery on second down, looks to throw to his left, fires down the left seam. It's complete to Chris Piccolo. Past the original line of scrimmage, will be marked down right at the Titan 30-yard line.
And that's the route and the package we've been looking for. That is simply open by alignment.
Have an injury timeout for the Eagles. 3rd down and 8 from their own 30-yard line. Kingery in the gun, directly behind him, Davis. Kingery looks to throw on 3rd down, looking to his left, forced out of the pocket, airing it back to his right, down the middle of the field. It's nearly intercepted by Gavin Murphy. Flag is down in the Titan backfield.
And usually that is in the area of holding. Dewey, there's a drone right there.
Penalty will be on the Titans.
And I know we don't have statistics in front of us, but Notre Dame's had to have been penalized 7 or 8 times. I mean, I think they've run half of their plays that they've run. There's been a penalty on.
Penalty is declined by the Eagles. That'll bring up 4th down and 8 from their own 30-yard line for Notre Dame. Bryce McGraw to punt it away for the Titans. Gavin Murphy back deep. Eagles will let this one bounce. It'll be down right in front of the 45, marked at the 46-yard line, which is where Eastern will take over. Five pass attempts on the season for the Eagles. Ethan Edwards, 2 of 5 for 62 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Cooper Barnett, 3 of 5 for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 5 completions, 3 touchdowns, 5 incompletions, 2 interceptions. Have our first time out of the half. It'll be for Eastern. First-year head coach for Notre Dame, Buster Davis, the Daytona Beach native. First team All-ACC, second team All-America in 2006 at Florida State, 2007 third-round draft pick, drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Said his goals for this Titan offense was to play 4-down ball, attack on offense, stated that his team was unconventional, but that was a good thing coming into this season. First down and 10 for the Eagles on their own 47. Eagles will keep it on the ground on first down. That's quarterback Ethan Edwards taken down in the Eagle backfield. Brody Coleman in on the stop for the Titans. Loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 12. Four receivers set here for the Eagles. 3 to the left for quarterback Ethan Edwards. He looks to throw on second down to his left over the middle of the field. It's complete for nearly the Eagle first down.
again, just a very simple vert drag, kind of a version of the slip screen, but a little more up the field.
C.J. Meeks with the grab for the Eagles, brought down at the Titan 45. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
But again, what makes that possible is that Notre Dame is sitting in a man-for-man. So if you got number 1 coming on basically a slant, the other 2 guys going vertical, you're going to get a natural rub. And the bottom line is Phillips end up tackling the guy, and Phillips had number 3. So look for Reidsville to dial that up again at some point in time.
Both teams coming into tonight's Week 4 matchup undefeated. For Notre Dame, wins over Manchester, Bern Union, and Fisher Catholic. For Eastern, also 3-0, wins over River Valley, Bishop Rosecrans, and South Gallia. For Eastern, they begin league play next week when they take on Waterford. For Notre Dame, still one more week remaining of non-league action as they'll stay home and take on Williamsburg. Third down and 2 for the Eagles. Here's a handoff to the right side. The Eagles will keep it on the ground on 3rd down. He's got some room to the right side before being pushed out of bounds.
Again, just a simple handoff sweep, and what you're looking at is the edge. If you can get the edge, you can bounce that outside, and he pretty much did for 8-10 yards, pretty much untouched. The W bone.
First down and 10 on the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to Tyler Hill, fighting his way forward. Short yard pickup on the play for the Eagles.
Again, a great read, a great play by Brock Shepard. Again, just a simple handoff and basically a power play, and he was able to come underneath all that and make that play for a relatively short gain. They've got a running back or a lineman in the backfield.
Same formation here for the Eagles. We'll have a timeout. It'll be the second of the half for the Eagles. One timeout remaining for the Eagles with 11:03 in the second quarter. Still all 3 remaining for Notre Dame. Rolling out of the pocket here is Edwards. Wide open down the field is Gavin Murphy. Touchdown Eastern. Second passing touchdown of the season for Ethan Edwards, and a PAT away from being a 14-point lead.
And again, obviously, all that is made possible by people just selling out on the run and a little bit of play action. And you got somebody running down the field who was in man coverage that bought the fake, and pretty easy deal there.
Wilcoxon on for the point after, splits the uprights, and the Eastern Eagles have a 14-0 lead over Notre Dame with 10:56 remaining in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
First name.
A 14-0 lead after Ethan Edwards hooked up with Gavin Murphy for a touchdown through the air. Hayden Wilcoxon on to boot it away for the Eagles on the return as number 5, Bryce McGraw, makes the first man miss before being taken down just past the 30-yard line.
Again, if you're Notre Dame, no reason to panic. Stick to the game plan, see if you can't cut down on the mistakes and the penalties, and see if you can't put a drive together and go get yourself some points.
First down and 10 for the Titans on the 31-yard line. On first down, here's Davis to the near sideline, sheds the first tackler before being taken down by Gavin Murphy. Short gain on the play for the senior. Three yards picked up on the play by Davis. Second down and 7 for Notre Dame. On second down, Titans going to keep it on the ground. Here's another handoff to Jordan Davis, brought down short of the 40-yard line. It'll bring up third down for the Titans. Third down and 2. The Titans playing hurry up here. Back-to-back handoffs for Davis, who has the Titan first down. Make that three straight handoffs to Davis.
Davis definitely getting him some work in. And he'll be sore tomorrow.
New set of downs for the Titans. First and 10 on their own 44. Collins in motion. Here's a screen pass to McGraw to the right side. A hook and lateral to the tailback Davis. Short gain on the play. Seen our fair share of hook and laterals through the first 3 weeks.
Listen, I've seen more of that than I've seen in the last 10 years in the first 4 weeks.
Second down and 7. Here's the senior tailback Jordan Davis across midfield before being taken down. Ball spotted at the Eagle 48.
It looks like he needed about 2 or a long one. And obviously Notre Dame in a very ramped up.
Third down and 2. The Titans have the first down across the 40-yard line. Excuse me, the 45-yard line. Is Miles Phillips on the carry. Titans continue to go hurry up here. 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a handoff to Phillips, who's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for the Titans.
Again, those last 3 plays were all the same play, which is the line's moving in a kind of a counter tray type deal, even though there's only one back. And now they've gone empty. So they've went through 2 running backs, and they're both on the sideline. Now they're empty.
5 receiver set here for Notre Dame. 2nd down and 10 from the 44. In motion is Cassidy. Here's a jet sweep to Cassidy, who's taken down in the backfield. Cooper Barnett in on the stop for the Eagles. Bring up a 3rd down and long for Notre Dame.
Once again, Notre Dame gets themselves behind the sticks.
3rd down and 15. Ball spotted at the plus 49 on 3rd down. Kingery looks to throw down the left seam. He's got Piccolo. 1st down across the 30-yard line for Notre Dame.
Again, there's that seam route right on the hash in that little gap in that cover 3. And again, that ball was thrown on time and in the right spot. And a pretty easy throw and catch.
2nd time, Kingery is hooked up with Piccolo for a 1st down. Now, here's a handoff to Miles Phillips across the 30-yard line. Short pickup on the play for the junior. 7:20 remaining here in the first half. Eastern out to a 14-0 lead over the Titans. Jordan Davis back into the game for Notre Dame.
Wildcat.
Cassidy in the gun. He'll hand it off to Davis. Flag at the near sideline. Another flag in the area of the tackle. Davis brought down at the 30. .6:57 remaining here in the second quarter of tonight's Week 4 matchup between the Eastern Eagles and the Notre Dame Titans. We have offsetting penalties both on the Titans and the Eagles, so it'll be no play. Still 2nd down and 9 for Notre Dame. Kingery back into the game for the Titans. Davis the lone tailback to Kingery's right. On 2nd down, here's Kingery rolling to his right, firing to the near sideline. He's got his man. That's Luke Cassidy, who's forced out of bounds by Gavin Murphy right around the Eagle 20-yard line. 6:38 remaining in the second. Extremely close to a Titan 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard.
Yeah, I thought he had the 1st down. Again, great blitz pickup by our guy Davis, or that play doesn't happen.
4 receivers set, both stacked to each sideline. On 3rd down, here's Davis. He needs the 19-yard line. It looks like he's got it.
Jordan Davis picking up the 1st down, stopped by number 6 in there.
First down, left hash.
1st down, Titans.
It is 1st down.
First down and 10. Kingery looks to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to keep it himself across the 20-yard line before barreling forward across the 15. Pickup of 6 yards on the play for the sophomore.
Again, just a basically what you'd call a quarterback sweep led by Davis. Davis was a pretty good block. Mr. Kingery with a nice little run and a good pickup on 1st down.
5 yards gained on the play for Kingery. 2nd down and 5, Notre Dame. Handoff to Davis. He cuts it up at the numbers, brought down right around the 10-yard line, close to a Titan 1st down.
I think it's a 1st down.
First down, Notre Dame.
So it's first and goal. Again, Davis getting a lot of work tonight.
Timeout, Titans. First time in the red zone here with 5:36 to go in the second quarter. Big thank you to Willie and Son Trucking, McDonald's, Parmar Stores, and Glockner Family of Dealerships for making our weekly football and volleyball broadcasts possible. Also, big thank you to Ohio Health, who makes everything we do here at Southern Ohio Sports Authority possible. (14-0) Eastern, leading Notre Dame with 5:36 to go in the second quarter. Long touchdown run by Tyler Hill, followed up by an Ethan Edwards to Gavin Murphy passing touchdown. Has the Eagles out in front by 2 scores. Titans threatening first down, goal to go from the 9-yard line. On first down, Kingery looks to throw to his left. He's got Piccolo. Touchdown, Titans, their first. Third catch of the night for Piccolo.
Again, now that's man coverage. But again, the guy allows inside leverage. Inside guy runs a hitch, and you run a skinny post right in behind him. Great throw. Good timing. It's a good-looking route.
9-yard receiving touchdown from the freshman Chris Piccolo. First of the night for Ethan Kingery. Titans going to look to go for 2 here. Kingery rolling to his right, firing into the end zone. And it is incomplete. The PAT is no good. It'll remain a 14-6 game. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
There's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
9-yard passing touchdown from quarterback Ethan Kingery to freshman Chris Piccolo, accounted for Notre Dame's first touchdown of the night. Cuts down the Eastern Eagle lead down to 8 with 5:32 remaining in the first half. Coleman Schaefer on to boot it away for the Titans. 2 men back deep for the Eagles. This one kicked to the near sideline and way out of bounds. Nearly into the stands.
I'm not exactly sure what he was attempting to do. We all saw what happened. But, I mean, what was that? Thing of it is, wouldn't you have your choice between taking the ball on the 40-yard line or where it went out of bounds? I'm not so sure it didn't. No?
Ball will be spotted at the Eastern 40-yard line.
And again, with 5:32 left, you'll probably see a little more tempo out of Eastern Megs.
Blaise Gilmore in the backfield alongside quarterback Ethan Edwards. Excuse me, that is Cooper Barnett in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, but is taken down. That's Brody Coleman in on the tackle for a loss. Seven sacks through 3 games on the season for Coleman. Big tackle for loss there on first down for the junior.
So 7's not in the game? So true here.
Cooper Barnett remains in the gun for the Eagles. Blaise Gilmore to his left. On second down, Barnett looks to throw, airing it out to the left side for the running back, Tyler Hill. It is complete across the 35-yard line. Big pickup on second down for Eastern.
That might be the best throw and catch I've seen. Catch, for sure. Throw and catch I've seen this year.
Tyler Hill, the long touchdown run to get the Eagles on the board. A big-time second down conversion here in the second quarter. Moves the Eagles all the way up to the 32-yard line of Notre Dame. Barnett still in the gun. Gilmore to his right. On first down, Barnett looks to throw to his right, looking for Gavin Murphy. It is complete, however, broken up by Luke Cassidy.
Outstanding play by Cassidy, and to tell you the truth, a very, very accurate throw by Edwards.
Knocked out by number 12, Luke Cassidy.
Second down and 10 here for the Eagles. On second down, Barnett looks to throw over the middle of the field. It's complete. C.J. Meeks on the reception for the Eagles. Just short of the 25-yard line.
Again, probably obviously 4-down territory given the field position and the clock. Really at this point is not much of an issue.
Third down and 4. Titan 27-yard line. Barnett will keep it himself. Flags are down before the play. False start Eastern. Move them back 5, third down and 9.
Three's in the game. Oh. Okay. Gotcha, I gotcha. Trips up top. Tight on this side.
Cooper Barnett and Blaise Gilmore in the backfield for the Eagles. 3 receivers to the right. Third down, Barnett looks to throw over the middle of the field. It's tipped by number 8, Ethan Kingery, making plays on both sides of the ball for the Titans. That'll force a 4th down and 9 for the Eagles.
And again, if you're Notre Dame, you just dodged a bullet because that, again, Barnett right on target. If Kingery doesn't get a paw on that, that's not only is that a completed pass, that might have gotten taken to the house.
Fourth down and 9. Eastern going to go for it here. 4 receivers set, 3 to the field, 1 to the boundary. Barnett looks to throw. Here comes
Scoop it.
From the other
Scoop
side,
it.
it's
Oh,
Davis,
my.
a strip sack. It is picked up by the Titans and returned all the way to the Eagle 41-yard line.
Again, I didn't get his number, but he came off the edge untouched to the blind side, Mr. Davis, and strip sacked him. And again, I didn't get the number of the scoop, but the scoop probably got him another 10 yards. And Notre Dame's in business on the plus 50 or 43.
Rolling out of the pocket, it's Kingery. A dump off pass to Cassidy across the 35 before being forced out of bounds. Second down and 2 for Notre Dame. On second down, here's Kingery looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket to the near sideline. Breaks a tackler before airing it out to the right side and out of bounds. Flags are down on the play. Looks like we're going to have a sideline warning on the Titans.
Not sure how that could be.
Incompletion will bring up a third down and 2. (14-6) lead with 2:44 remaining in the second quarter. On third down, here's Davis across the 35-yard line. He's got the first down.
Again, with over 2 minutes, again, the clock not being much of an issue here. Notre Dame's got plenty of time.
2 timeouts remaining for the Titans. Timeout Notre Dame. Just now tuning in, a long touchdown run from Tyler Hill along with an Ethan Edwards to Gavin Murphy. Touchdown connection accounted for both of the Eagles' scores here in the first half. And an Ethan Kingery to Chris Piccolo, 9-yard touchdown reception. Notre Dame's sole score here in the second quarter. We're nearly through one half. What have you seen from this Notre Dame offense?
Well, I think that they've had some success here the last possession or two. And the fact of the matter is their lack of success was a direct result of them playing, you know, I mean, literally catching a penalty about every other play. And once they've gotten that ironed out, and they actually put the ball on the ground a couple of times, but I think they got it back all the times that they put the ball on the ground. But once they've eliminated those mistakes, they've actually had a fairly decent, balanced attack of, you know, running and passing, and have, as Hank Strand would say, they have matriculated themselves down the field.
First down and 10 on the Eastern 29. First down, Kingery to his left, looks to throw under some pressure, back to his right before getting rid of it to the near sideline.
And he just did get that past the stick. Did you hear the PA guy? Kingery throws the ball out of bounds to nobody in particular.
Incompletion will bring up second down and 10, 2:28. Notre Dame still one timeout remaining. Miles Phillips, the back in the Notre Dame backfield alongside Kingery. Titans look to throw on second down, and incompletion, intended target, tight end Eugene Collins.
Again, and it was an accurate throw and pretty good defense by, and again, I don't see his number, I don't see his name, but it would have only resulted in a gain of 1 or 2 yards, so just as well incomplete stops the clock. And you're still looking at over almost 2.5 minutes.
Third down and 10. Titans going to keep it on the ground for now. It'll be a screen pass to Davis, however, flags before the play.
Well, I can assure you that was on Cassidy, who didn't get set, still had his back to the play. And partly that's on the quarterback for not allowing people to get set. But again, no sooner than we make the comment about Notre Dame not making those types of mistakes, 2 straight plays, they catch penalties.
Penalty backs the Titans up 5. Be 3rd down and 15 from the 34. 3 receivers to the boundary. 1 receiver in Bryce McGraw to the field for Notre Dame. Now an empty backfield. Titans going to be forced to call their final timeout. "95 years of history at Spartan Municipal Stadium, just a skip away from Branch Rickey Field."
And I can tell you, too, from my own playing experience, I always enjoyed playing at Branch Rickey. I just, the facility at the time that I played was pretty well kept, and the field was, of course, Billy Newman ran the Legion program here at Portsmouth for Post 23, and it was when I played, it was a highly competitive league.
3rd down and 15, a 3-receiver stack to the field for the Titans. Kingery rolling to his left on 3rd down, looking to throw, looking back to his right. He'll keep it on the ground himself before being stopped just past the 30-yard line, close to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Titans. Same formation, just the other way for Notre Dame. Kingery rolling to his right on 4th down. He looks to throw. Plenty of time, going to keep it himself, makes the first man miss to the 20 and out of bounds. He's got the 1st down for the Titans. Big time pickup for the sophomore.
Absolutely.
Needed the 19, ball spotted at the 18. That stops the clock at 1:37. No timeouts remaining for Notre Dame. 1st down and 10 from the 18. First down, Kingery looks to throw to his left. It's complete to the junior Miles Phillips, brought down just in front of the 10-yard line.
Again,
clock continues to run for the Titans.
Yes, but plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Second down, Kingery will hand it off. That's Davis across the 10-yard line before being stood up just shy of the 5.
Clock will stop, move the sticks, 1st and goal. Still a minute 7 seconds.
New set of downs for Notre Dame, goal to go. Under a minute to play here in the first half. 3 receivers to the right side. Kingery rolls to his right under a bit of pressure, now nearing the near sideline into the end zone. It is incomplete, nearly caught by Miles Phillips.
Again, kind of a dangerous pass, but it just about worked out for him. And Phillips did have 2 hands on it, but again, great defense. Still got clock's really not an issue at this point.
Incompletion stops the clock at 47 seconds. Second down, 7 yards to go.
Now what you can't do here is you can't take a sack, and getting tackled on the field could be a little bit of an issue.
Kingery looks to throw on third down, firing into the end zone for Piccolo. Passes incomplete. That'll bring up third down.
We don't have a play clock, do we? Give it to him.
Third down, Kingery to his right. He'll dump it off to Davis. Ball is loose. Pass will be ruled incomplete. Pass ruled complete. They're going to rule Davis down. Clock will continue to run. Fourth down for Notre Dame.
Clock is still running. Clock is still running. All right, stop.
Personally, there's no way that ball was completed.
Slight issue with our game clock. Under 30 seconds remaining. Fourth down, 7 yards to go here for Notre Dame. Kingery back to throw on fourth down, rolling out of the pocket, throws it into the end zone for Cassidy. It is caught. We'll wait for the ruling. Touchdown, Titans.
The thing that makes that play special is Kingery being able to extend the play number one and then have the wherewithal to get himself squared up and make a good accurate throw, moving to his left, and give it was Cassidy, wasn't it? Give Cassidy credit for really not really so much running a great route as much as getting positioned to make a play and almost screening him off to make that catch.
Here's the Titans on the two-point try. It'll be no good as Kingery is brought down. Ball came loose, being marked down, so no chance of a return for the Eagles.
I mean, where
14 unanswered from Eastern, 12 unanswered for Notre Dame. Presumably a two-point game as we head into the break. Titans booted away once again, way out of bounds, nearly in the stands, actually one hop to the bleachers.
I'm totally at a loss for trying to explain that. But that was absolutely a video recording of the first time he did it. And I didn't understand much of it then either. And if you're Notre Dame, what you need to do is back up, especially level 2. They don't have a timeout, do they?
Timeout Notre Dame. I did not think they had a timeout remaining. Either inaccurate counting on our side or 4 timeouts for the Titans here in the first half. If I had to guess, I'd say I probably counted a Titan timeout when in fact it was Eastern calling the timeout. That's the only explanation I could come up with.
Or the officials called timeout.
Quarterback Ethan Edwards will kneel it out, and that'll take us to the break. 14-12 Eastern lead as we head into halftime. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by Ohio Health has to offer by visiting our website at sosaohio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's sosaohio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to wish all the fall sports athletes a very safe and successful year. Good luck.
A 14-12 Eastern Eagle lead as we're about 11 minutes away from kickoff in the second half. A quick scoring summary. The Eagles jump out to a 14-point lead thanks to a long Tyler Hill rushing touchdown, as well as a Ethan Edwards to Gavin Murphy passing touchdown. But Notre Dame comes quickly back as they score 12 unanswered to end the first half, as Ethan Kingery accounted for 2 passing touchdowns, the first to freshman Chris Piccolo and then fellow sophomore Luke Cassidy. Offensively tonight so far, what have we seen from both of these teams?
Well, I think originally, no question, Eastern Meg's game plan was to come out and pretty much double tight, full house backfield and just run the football. And, of course, the second play of the game, they break a long run and score. They have shown, in their last couple possessions that they're capable of doing every other things. But keeping in mind, their touchdown pass was completed out of that tight formation. So it's not like they spread them out and ran some kind of air raid, philosophy or some type of discipline from that. But I think that's what they do best. Now, in Notre Dame's case, they have played well as of late when they're able to run plays without making mistakes. But I promise you, and we don't have the number in front of us, but they've been called for at least 7 or 8 procedure plays. And that's either a guy not getting lined up and set for a second or a guy jumping too soon. Those have broken their back. Their first quarter, they weren't able to put any kind of drive together. But as of late, Mr. Davis has run hard. Kingery has had some success throwing the ball. And they've shown more of a versatility to line up and run the football. But they've also seen where they've spread people out and try to throw it around a little bit. And the difference in the game is obviously just the extra points. But I thought early on that Eastern Megs had a little bit of a physical superiority up front, but I'm not sure. I still think they do slightly, but I don't think it's I don't think the gap is as much as I thought it was in the beginning. But the funny thing about it is when Eastern Megs did throw the ball, and it wasn't their starting quarterback, it was Barnett. Barnett throws the ball nice, and he's a big old kid. I mean, he throws a nice ball. And they ran a couple of packages that were sound where they were, because Notre Dame, anytime that Eastern Megs gets into a spread type look, they're going straight man. Well, what do you do straight man? Well, you're looking for a rub, or you're trying to get people across the field, which is exactly what they did. And they completed that where they went slant, vertical, and brought that slant underneath. And he's thrown the ball accurately. And there's been probably 3 or 4 plays where the ball was absolutely thrown accurately, and the Notre Dame defender was able to get a hand on it and break it up. Otherwise, they might have resulted in a few more points. Now, the thing with Notre Dame versus Eastern Megs' defense, they're playing them that 3-5-3, and they're not coming out of it. And they have found that soft spot behind the level 2 defenders, between the cover 3 defenders. They found that a couple times, and to me, that's not a sound defense. You can't play a balanced 2-by-2 or an empty set look in a cover 3. But I sit there and tell you you can't do that. But Eastern Megs is doing that, and I would say Notre Dame has taken advantage of that a few times, but they haven't exploited it. But it's there to be taken. But again, Notre Dame has done a bunch of different things. They've come in a wildcat look. Obviously, they want Davis to carry the ball as much as he can, and I'm going to say that he's carried the ball probably 20 times. He probably has, and I doubt very seriously if he has 100 yards. He's probably more in the 65, 70 yard range. But a tough kid that's he's going to wake up tomorrow or go to bed tonight very tired and beat up. And again, the problem that you have at a school like Notre Dame is, the guy has to carry the ball 30 times, and then he has to turn around and play defense for 50 or 60 plays, and he's done a nice job.
Strip sack.
And he's the one that caused the strip sack, which did result in their second touchdown. So, I mean, he's played a complete football game in the first half, and he's not the only one. I mean, 3/4 of those guys have not come off the field, and that makes it tough. I mean, you don't understand unless you have been fortunate enough to play in college and truly be a one-way player, what a luxury it is to be able to get a little bit of a blow in between series and whatever. But in high school, when you're one of these players that don't come off the field, especially at a small school, and I counted Notre Dame's players before the game, 21 players. Now, that means you can't even practice 11 on 11. So, I mean, they're probably going half line and some other things. So, I mean, it makes that a challenge. But the positive thing about that for Notre Dame is you can get a lot of work in practice in a very, very short period of time, because there certainly isn't much of a second team to rep, and there's absolutely no third team to rep. I would say they use a lot of dummy bags and a lot of trash cans in practice to simulate stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, because obviously there's other schools, and I didn't get an exact count on Eastern Megs, but they might have 30 players. So their practice may be a little bit smoother or more of a traditional practice, but it's a challenge as a coach. You have to come up with different ways. And then, you don't want to wear these guys out, because when they get here on Friday night that they're going to have to go, 120 or 130 plays. And, that may not sound like a lot to somebody, but you try it and tell me how, especially if you're the type of player you should be, and football's not a second gear, activity. It's a play like your hair's on fire activity, and if you truly do that, it's difficult not to empty your tank, for sure.
Handful of minutes remaining before kickoff in the second half. Any offensive adjustments or defensive adjustments you expect to see from either team in the second half?
No, I don't. I really think that you'll probably go back and literally, unless some strange things happen so far as turnovers or, a ball bouncing off of somebody or this type of thing, I really think you'll see Eastern go back to the ground game. And I think for Notre Dame, what you have to do is eliminate the mistakes. When they've eliminated mistakes and put 6 or 7 plays together, they've been successful. And they do enough variety of things. I would like to see them line up more in a 2-by-2 and try to exploit that seam route that's wide open, because you've got 5 linebackers. As soon as the slot guy clears that linebacker, he's open. Get him the ball. It's about a 17, 18, maybe 20-yard throw, and see if, and again, first one that flinches loses, and see if they can chase Megs out of the defense that they want to play, and see if they've had to make any adjustments. They've had some success, but they haven't had enough success to make Eastern Megs have to change or adjust their defense. I'd like to see them do that. But again, that's probably not what they do best, probably giving the ball to Howard and establishing that, and then trying to going back to the play-action pass, and then try to get the passing game going. That's probably what you'll see. I really think that you're going to see a mirror image of the first half. I think you'll see again here second half. I think you'll see Notre Dame come out in a more of a balanced up-tempo style of offense, and you'll see Eastern Megs button it down, double tight, full house. They've went straight T, they've went split backs, they've went wishbone. They want to run the football. That's what they want to do. They want to run the football, shorten the game, limit your possessions, and try to beat you up front. That's what they want to do. Notre Dame, they want to do a little bit of everything. And sometimes when you try to do a little bit of everything, you don't end up mastering anything. I'd like to see them lock on to maybe giving Howard the ball and some other things and more of a traditional passing attack. I think that I think the game is obviously still up for grabs and could easily be made into a win by either one of these two teams. I think they're very, very equally matched. I think, and again, limited observation here, I do believe that Eastern Meigs has a little bit of physical advantage, but I also think that Notre Dame has a little bit of an athletic advantage.
1:38 remaining before the kickoff in the second half. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
At Ohio Health, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing Ohio Health provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Hey everyone, Mike Glockner
I'm Brandon Callahan
of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at glocknercdjr@portsmouth.com.
14-12, less than a minute before second half kickoff. Ohio State, their home opener in 2023 this Saturday against Youngstown State.
Well, and Bruce and I don't get much of a break because our day starts tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. And who really gets hosed tomorrow is my girl, because she's going to be in the crate for probably 12 hours. But again, tomorrow with Ohio State and Youngstown, that is truly a preseason scrimmage type situation. And I'm with a lot of people. I'm with a lot of people. I want to see Devin Brown tomorrow in meaningful minutes because I think that Kyle McCord showed that he's not quite, and I'm not saying he can't get ready. Maybe with more reps he'll get ready, but I think in all fairness to Devin Brown, he deserves to have a shot in meaningful minutes.
Schaefer on to boot it away. The third time in a row he'll kick it to the blacktop towards the home stands. So Eastern will start off this drive in the second half from their own 40-yard line.
I'm not even going to comment on it, do we? I don't understand.
Well, you'd think at that point you would rather almost just attempt the onside kick and at least give yourself an opportunity.
Exactly, because...
Although it would be about a 10-yard difference.
Well, but you can squib it, and I don't know about onsides, but... And here's what I don't understand. I don't understand what the fear is in kicking it off. I mean, if you were playing with 7 people and one of them had a broken leg, I mean, I get it, but, I'm not seeing that.
First look at the Eagles here in the third quarter.
Different quarterback.
Ethan Edwards comes out under center. 3 men in the Eagle backfield. They'll keep it on the ground on first down. A handoff to Tyler Hill, who's got a little bit of room. Nobody's going to get him. 40, 35. You can forget about it. Touchdown, Eagles, 60 yards.
Again, just handoff sweep, and Mr. Hill obviously patient enough to find a cutback lane, and he found all kinds of daylight back across the middle of the field, and there's probably nobody on this field that can catch him once he's out in front, and he's already proven that in the first half, and now he's proven it again. Again, if you're Notre Dame, not the way you want to start. Not the way you want to start.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Tyler Hill. PAT pending, a 21-12 lead for the Eagles.
Now, this, and I'm sure they're going to kick. This kick, and again, I realize we're one play into the second half, but this kick
Make
could
it a two-score game.
Yes, it does make it a two-score game. You can't score a 9-point touchdown, and you can say that doesn't matter, and it probably doesn't 13 seconds into the second half, but, 9 points is more than 10, more than 8.
Wilcoxon on for the point after. A perfect 2 for 2 on the night. We have a flag down before the snap.
Why would you do this, though?
Flag is on Notre Dame. That'll move them half the distance to the goal. Looks like the Eagles now are going to go for 2.
I think you still kick this. Again, 13 seconds into the second half, this does create 2 points. Granted, it does give you a 10-point lead, but I don't know.
On the point after, here's a handoff to Hill. Busted out to the right side. He's in for 2.
Again, he made that look easy. And again, Mr. Hill is a patient runner. He steps out there, he lets the play develop, and he could see he had room to the outside. And again, only needing a yard and a half, easily walks into the end zone.
22-12, Eastern leading in the early seconds of the second half. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
60-yard rushing touchdown for Tyler Hill makes it a 22-12 Eastern Meigs lead. Wilcoxon on to boot it away. Jordan Davis and Bryce McGraw, the 2 deep men for Notre Dame. Davis not able to get the ball on the bounce. Now will return it from his own 15 before being brought down right around the Notre Dame 19-yard line. First look at the Titans here in the second half.
Again, having been a kick returner myself and a punt returner, you've got to catch that ball in the air. Number one, even though that kick and those types of kicks are more of a predictable bounce, but really the bounce of the football we all know can be very odd at times. But again, if you're Notre Dame, not exactly where you were looking to start this drive. It come out in a little 2-by-2.
Ball spotted at the 20, first down and 10 for the Titans. On first down, Kingery looks to throw, passes complete to Miles Phillips, 4-yard pickup on the play for the sophomore.
And again, I do see a little adjustment to where that Reedsville has walked a backer out to the field, but not the boundary.
Second down and 6. Notre Dame will keep it on the ground. Here's Davis, short of the 30-yard line. Should be close to a first down for Notre Dame. We'll have an injury timeout. First down, Notre Dame.
Last call for the split the power. 7-1-1-7, 3-4. 7-1-1-7-3-4.
(22-12), 10-point lead for the Eagles in the first minute of the second half. Tyler Hill, 60 yards for his second rushing touchdown of the night. First down and 10 for the Titans on their own 30-yard line.
These are the things that you know, again, at this level and this type of program, absolutely wreck a team. I mean, an injury here or there, you know, you lose a player, but you actually lose two players. And that one doesn't look good. And we've had a couple people on the ground tonight, but that's the first one that looked like it was really about a whole lot.
First and 10, Titans on their own 30-yard line. Phillips in motion from the right side to the left side of the line. Handoff to Davis on first down across the 30-yard line. Now up to the numbers and will be brought up just shy of the 40. Close to another Notre Dame first down. Another player down this time for Notre Dame.
Outstanding jump cut in the hole by Davis, and certainly did get across the yard to gain. It's first down Notre Dame. Probably his best, most effective run of the night. And again, kind of a creative play where they put the wing to the other side, and instead of pulling the guard and tackle, they pull the wing, or put the wing and the fullback. So it's still, you've got two people leading him.
10 yards on the play for Davis, first down and 10. Back-to-back handoffs to Davis across the 40, now to the 45. He'll be brought down at the 46-yard line. Solid pickup on the play for Davis.
Again, just Davis. Now, if you're Notre Dame, again, with this 2nd and 3 or 2nd and closer to 4, this might be an opportunity to try to get something going in the passing game.
Second down, Kingery rolling to his right. He's got Davis on a block. He'll dump it off to Cassidy around the near sideline. First down, Notre Dame now in Eagle territory.
And even when they don't give the ball to Davis, he has done an outstanding job setting the edge or taking care of the edge for the quarterback to throw. I mean, he's had a tough night, boy. Again, probably back to the running game here. Yep. Little counter tray.
Davis on first down across the 45, across the 40, close to the 35-yard line.
Real
for
close to a
Davis.
first down. Again, a good, tough, physical run. And I mean, and again, he's got to find some energy.
9-yard pickup. Davis on second down. He's got the Notre Dame first down and more up to the 30-yard line. First down, Titans.
And again, the same play, up inside, get a little trap and a little lead. And Davis is making himself a very tough individual to bring down.
First down and 10, ball spotted at the 30. Another handoff to Davis, this time tackled in the backfield. He'll be brought down for no gain.
Again, my issue with that and running the same play 3 times in a row, what you're really doing sometimes is allowing the defense to adjust to a play that you've been successful with. You know, set that with a play action pass or a play pass back to a screen or just running a different play. See, now they've had to take Davis out. Look, I mean, he's over here gasping.
Kingery looks to throw on second down under some pressure, makes the first man miss, but is eventually brought down in the backfield for the sack. Big play by this Eagles defense on second down.
Again, this is a fairly big play for Notre Dame, and they don't have to pick up the first down, but they certainly got to get it into a manageable position.
Third down and 11. Kingery mishandles the snap, now in a ton of trouble, rolling out to his right and is eventually brought down. Same player in the backfield for the sack. Back-to-back sacks for Eastern. Empty backfield for the Titans. 4th down and 14. 5-man blitz. Kingery to his right. He's going to keep it himself across the 30-yard line. Makes the first man miss. He needs the 20. He's got the first down. Nearly a touchdown. We'll wait for the ruling.
Touchdown. Oh, my.
Touchdown, Titans.
Yeah.
34 yards.
Just, again, a great individual effort by Mr. Kingery, and that is all caused by them being in man coverage and having to chase wideouts all over the field. Once he got under the defensive line and outside, picked up a couple of blocks, which I didn't get the number of the blocks, but 2 really good blocks there somewhere in the vicinity of the 20-yard line, and then he just beat the last 2 guys himself.
2-point attempt for Notre Dame. Trouble with the snap, and Kingery will fall on it right around the 4-yard line. So the point after is no good. We'll take a quick break. Eastern still out in front, 22-18 with 7:09 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
There's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
22-18 after Ethan Kingery scampers in from 34 yards out. 2-point try afterwards is no good, which keeps it a 4-point game in favor of the Eagles. As always, the kick from Schaefer is booted out of bounds, so Eastern will start off this drive on their own 40. It'll start off on the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for Eastern. On first down, here's Hill to the near sideline. He's forced out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Again, I call, technically what that is a handoff sweep. And if they get the edge, of course, Mr. Hill has proven a few times tonight that if he gets the edge and gets his shoulder pads turned horizontal or perpendicular to or parallel to the line of scrimmage and gets himself squared up, he's going to make some serious yardage.
7-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 3 for Eastern. Here's Hill on 2nd down to the outside. Needs the 45-yard line, and he's got it and more. Hill down the far sideline. No flags. Touchdown Eastern. His 3rd of the night. 28-18 with 6:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Again, that lead goes back to 2 scores, but again, with 6 minutes and almost 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, it's certainly for Notre Dame is no time to push the panic button.
Wilcoxon on for the point after. Splits the uprights, and it is good. 29-18, an 11-point lead to Eastern. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by Ohio Health has to offer by visiting our website at sosaohio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's sosaohio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to wish all the fall sports athletes a very safe and successful year. Good luck.
(28-18) with 6:50 remaining.
29, didn't it, Dewey?
Excuse me, 29-18. Third rushing touchdown of the night for the junior Tyler Hill. Hayden Wilcoxon on to boot it away for the Eagles. McGraw and Davis back deep for the Titans.
It's not going out of bounds.
This one will go out of bounds around the 25-yard line, so the Titans going to start off this drive at the 35. I formation here on 1st down for the Titans. Brock Shepard in at fullback.
Now, I'm not 100% sure we've seen I tonight.
From the left hash, here's Davis on 1st down. He's across the 40-yard line before being brought down. Pickup of 6 on the play for the senior.
Again, kind of a little bit of a throwback formation here with a isolation play out of the eye.
Same formation here for Notre Dame. Here's Davis on 2nd down. Needs the
45-yard
line for the first. First and 10 from their own 47. Still I formation for Notre Dame. Bit of trouble with the snap. Nonetheless, the handoff to Phillips. He's across the 50-yard line. Titans going hurry up here now on eastern side of the field, and the ball is loose at the line of scrimmage. Kingery trouble with the snap. Looks like we had a flag before the play, so.
And that flag may have saved them.
That'll push the Titans back 5. Second down and 10 back at their own 47. Kingery will hand it off. That's Phillips, who is tripped up in the backfield, taken down for a loss. That'll bring up third down and 11 for Notre Dame. On third down, Kingery looks to throw under pressure out of the pocket to his right, and he'll throw it away. Intended target was Miles Phillips. Fourth down and 10.
Again, it seems like every time here the last, half a dozen times that Notre Dame has tried to throw the ball that they've had immense pressure on Kingery, and Kingery's made a few plays, but it's hard to find a receiver and step and make accurate throws when you got all kinds of stuff up in your face.
Timeout Notre Dame, 5:12 in the third. Their first of the half. Just now tuning in at 29-18 Eastern Eagle lead here in the third quarter of this Week 4 matchup. The finale of the non-league schedule for Eastern. Notre Dame still one remaining as they take on Williamsburg next week. For Eastern, they'll head back to Reedsville to face Waterford in their first conference matchup of the season. Fourth down and 10. Gavin Murphy back deep for the Eagles. Luke Cassidy on to boot it away for Notre Dame, and it looks like it's going to be a fake. Right now it's McGraw to the left side, and he's brought down right at midfield. A turnover on downs for Notre Dame.
Turnover on down, Eastern.
Again, probably Reedsville with an opportunity to drive the first nail in.
Toss to the left side. That's the tailback, Tyler Hill. Stays on his feet across midfield before being driven backwards to his side. Forward progress will have him spotted at the 47.
The initial hit was made by Mr. Davis, and it was quite a hit, but it didn't bring him down. Now, he didn't gain anything after the hit, but I'm sure they will remember each other.
Four yards gained on the play from Hill. Second down and 6. Here's Hill on second down to the right side, up the near side, or excuse me, up the far sideline. He's got the first down for Eastern.
Appears to be a cramp.
New set of downs for the Eagles on the Titan 31-yard line. Leading 29-18 with a little under 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. First down, here's a toss to the left side. That's the junior Hill once again up the near sideline, eventually brought down by number 9, Miles Phillips, just short of the 25. Five yards picked up on the play for Hill. Second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Hill. He's brought down in the backfield. Brody Coleman, the initial contact, eventually brought down by Matthew Hiles. Be third down and 6. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Third down and 5. Here's a pass attempt from the Eagles. Edwards going downfield. It's complete to Gavin Murphy right at the 10-yard line. Flags are down.
Again, the same play that they'd run earlier in the first half for a touchdown. Yeah, and I'm sure that was a DB reaching out and grabbing a receiver or a linebacker.
First down, goal to go for the Eagles. Hill's Hill to the left side, diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Eagles, his 5th. Fifth rushing touchdown of the night. Or excuse me, I believe his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. As of now, a 35-18 Eastern lead. Wilcoxon on for the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. That'll make it an 18-point lead for Eastern with 2:35 remaining in the third. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
At Ohio Health, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing Ohio Health provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Hey everyone, Mike Glockner
I'm Brandon Callahan
of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at glocknercdjr@portsmouth.com.
36-18, Eastern out in front. 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Wilcoxon on to boot it away for the Eagles. Davis and McGraw back deep for Notre Dame. This one will roll out of bounds just in front of the 10-yard line. So back-to-back possessions for Notre Dame starting off on their own 35.
Again, if you're Notre Dame here, now being down,
3 scores.
basically 3 scores, but 3 scores would obviously, at the rate that they've gone, that would be 3 touchdowns and no extra points. But again, we'll worry about that if they get something going. I think they've got to turn it up a little bit. Although there's still 2:35 to go in the third quarter, but the problem is they haven't defended Eastern Megs at all in the second half, and I think they've been able to score in every possession they've had. So until they get that corrected, it would be tough to get back in the game.
4 receivers set here on first down for Notre Dame. McGraw motions inside. It'll be a keeper for Kingery on first down across the 35-yard line, barreling forward to the 40, pick up a 5 on the play for the sophomore. Kingery a bit slow to get up. Looks like we'll have an official's timeout. Either that or an injury timeout. Looks like Ethan Kingery out of the game for now. Sophomore Luke Cassidy in the gun. He'll hand it off to Davis on second down. He's got the Titan first down before eventually being held up just short of the 50.
I mean, a good hard 10-yard inside run.
Titans now on the minus 49-yard line, first down and 10. Cassidy will keep it himself on the quarterback read on first down. He's across the 40-yard line now into Eagle territory.
Now, I want you to tell me, Dewey, was that some type of zone read, or did the quarterback miss the handoff? You don't think so? I think it's possible.
Titans going hurry up now on the Eagle 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Davis on first down. Short pickup on the play. 2 yards gained on the play. 2nd down and 8 for Notre Dame. Kingery back in the game, looks to throw on 2nd down. A flip out to Miles Phillips, who is brought down. No gain on the play for the Titans.
Again, just a little bubble screen. Initially a good block, but just not enough operating space for Mr. Phillips.
Third down and 8 for the Titans on the Eagle 38-yard line. Kingery rolling to his left on 3rd down, forced back to his right, and is brought down in the backfield on the other side of the field. Another big-time sack for Eastern. That'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Eastern out in front, 36-18. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Final quarter of play, moments away here at Spartan Municipal Stadium. Eastern out in front, 36-18 over Notre Dame.
Again, I think, and Notre Dame being in a very difficult situation here with 4th and about 25, but I really think that if, and obviously they're going to punt the ball back to Eastern Meigs. If Eastern Meigs, again, for about the 3rd consecutive possession of the second half, if they're able to get down and get points off of this possession, I think that puts Notre Dame in a really bad spot.
McGraw boots it away. Nobody back deep for Eastern, and this one will trickle out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Looks like it'll be spotted right at the 21.
And again, if you're Eastern, you obviously need to have that 4-minute drive type mentality. I think we've seen them throw their last pass. And I mean, they've been successful just turning around and handing the ball off to Hill and letting Hill do the majority of the work.
First down and 10, 3 men in the Eagle backfield. Toss to the right side, that's Hill. He's hit hard in the backfield. Chris Piccolo and Brody Coleman in on the stop for Notre Dame.
And again, Hill's not the biggest guy in the world. He does have a little wiggle to him. He does have some quickness about him.
Second down and 14 from the 23. Here's a handoff to Hill once again, just past the 25-yard line.
Again, and Eastern's probably content to run 3 plays and punt the football here.
Third down and 11 for the Eagles. They've got a false start on themselves. It looked like it could have gone either way. False start pushes the Eagles back 5. 3rd down and 16 from the 21. Here's Hill on 3rd down, cross the 25-yard line, now past the 30. Up past the original line of scrimmage. Under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th.
Again, Notre Dame will get the ball back here, down 3 possessions. And again, inside of 10 minutes to go in the game, they're going to need to make some quick scores here.
Ethan Edwards to punt it away for the Eagles. Luke Cassidy, the deep man for Notre Dame. Spiraling punt is caught by Cassidy inside his own 25. It is returnable, and he will be brought down just past the 30. Flags are down for a horse collar tackle. Penalty on Gavin Murphy.
Again, that should put the ball somewhere around the 47-yard line.
Big thank you to Kenneth Hay for making the trip down here with us to be our cameraman tonight. Has been the case all season, does not go unnoticed. First down and 10 for Notre Dame on their own 45. Kingery in the gun. Davis to his right on first down. Here's a screen pass to the right hash. That's Davis up past midfield, making the secondary miss. He's got a little bit of room to the left side. One man to beat down the near sideline. Cuts it back to the inside. Touchdown Titans. 51 yards.
That's what the doctor ordered. I tell you this, Davis multiple purpose yards tonight's got to be over 200 yards. But you know, Hill probably is well over 200 yards.
51-yard screen pass from Kingery to Davis cuts it down to 12. Notre Dame on to attempt the 2-point conversion. I formation here for the Titans. Handoff right up the middle to Davis. He's in for the 2-point conversion, and that cuts it down to 10. 9:02 remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Nearly 50 yards after the catch for Jordan Davis, along with a successful 2-point conversion attempt, cuts this Eastern lead down to 10 at 36-26. 9:02 remaining in regulation. Coleman Schaefer on to boot it away for the Titans. Expect this one to be about 20 yards out of bounds. Not quite as far. Nonetheless, the kick out of bounds will allow Eastern to start off on their own 35-yard line.
Again, an opportunity here for Notre Dame defensively, maybe to get a 3 and out and get the ball back, and maybe if they can get a quick strike again, suddenly this becomes a football game.
Heavy formation here for the Eagles. Here's Hill on first down. Up past the 40-yard line. Nice solid pickup on the play for the junior.
And again, that play probably has purpose because they're sending Hill, smashing him up in the middle, and really setting him up to be able to bounce that outside.
Same formation here for Eastern. 2nd down and 4. Here's Hill on 2nd down. He's got the Eagle first down past the 45-yard line. Another first down run for Tyler Hill. Haven't seen a whole lot of Riley Barrett nor Gavin Smith throughout the 4 quarters of tonight's matchup. It's mostly been all Tyler Hill.
Well, and again, Tyler Hill is the reverse of I want to say Howard, and it's not Howard, it's Davis, has been for Notre Dame as well. He hasn't carried the ball nearly as many times, but no question, if you're scouting either one of those teams, those are the primary guys that you want to be able to defend.
First down and 10. Here's the 3rd straight handoff to Hill. Flags are down. Hill past the 50-yard line. Looks like this one going to be coming back on the Eagles.
Now, did you see it? You didn't see it? Basically what that is a block below the waist. If you come in from the clip zone or from outside the clip zone into the clip zone and come in low, and he did, they're going to call that every time.
First down and 25 after the penalty on the Eagles. Here's Hill to the near sideline. He's past midfield, cuts it back towards the numbers. He's marked out of bounds at the 46. Nearly a first down run for Tyler Hill. Bring up 2nd down and 2. 23-yard run from Hill on first down.
And again, don't look for anything different here.
Clock stopped at 7:25. Here's Hill on 2nd down. Needs the 44-yard line. He's got the first down.
And again, we don't have the advantage of having the time clock, but obviously the coaches do. And Meggs is obviously trying to use as much of that time clock as they can.
Hill on 2nd down has the 40-yard line all the way up to the 35. That'll bring up a 2nd down and short for Eastern. Second down and 2 for the Eagles. Handoff straight ahead to Hill.
First down. And again, the clock just slipped under 6 minutes, and obviously, you know, Reedsville is just attempting to try to make first downs. They're not looking for big plays, and again, we've seen our last pass. But if they can take, and I think they had, wasn't it close to
9:02?
Yeah, it was 9. I was going to say 9 minutes when they took possession. If they can take 5 or 6 minutes off of that clock and score, that's an outstanding possession.
First down and 10 on the Titan 30-yard line. 5:18 to go in regulation. Hill on first down, hit at the line of scrimmage. Short pickup on the play for the junior. Clock continues to run. Two yards on the play for Hill, second down and 8. Trouble with the snap on top of it is Edwards, so Eastern will hang on. Before the snap, however, we have a false start on Eastern. That'll push them back 5.
They'll decline it. Oh, they're going to take it? Why would you take that? Oh, it was prior to the snap. Yeah.
False start makes it second down and 13 for the Eagles. Timeout Notre Dame.
Timeout Megs.
Or excuse me, timeout Megs.
Timeout Eastern.
After the timeout, second down and 13 for Eastern. Ball spotted at the 33. Toss to the right side. That's Rembert across the 25-yard line, down the near sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. First touchdown of the night for Trayvon Rembert. Makes it a 42-26 ball game. Wilcoxon on for the point after.
I think he missed it.
Kick is no good. It'll remain a 42-26 ball game. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
There's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly, and be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
First rushing touchdown of the night for Trayvon Rimbert makes it a 42-26 Eastern Eagle lead. Hayden Wilcoxon on to kick it away for the Eagles.
Now, my question is, you think Mr. Hill told the coach, he said, hey, man, can I catch a little break here, give that ball to somebody else?
4 rushing touchdowns on the night for the junior Hill. This one returnable from inside his own 10. That's McGraw making the first man miss before being tripped up just past the 20-yard line. 3:55 remaining in the fourth.
Well, if you're Notre Dame here, you know, this game's not going to turn out the way you wanted it to. But again, you know, you've got an opportunity here and a little under 4 minutes to be able to put some things and do some positive things that may be, you know, they're not going to create success tonight, but may, in a different situation 2 weeks from now or 4 weeks from now, maybe help prepare you to win a football game.
Empty set for Notre Dame. A pass in the direction of Luke Cassidy is batted away as Kingery was hit as he threw. Incompletion will bring up second down.
Again, just a little slip screen and looking for our guy Cassidy slipping underneath. And obviously somebody reached up and got a big paw on that.
Second down and 10, 3:52 remaining. Here's a 5-man rush, a slip screen to Cassidy to the left side. Breaks the first tackle before being brought down past the 35. First down stops the clock at 3:44.
Again, on the line, empty. Again, these reps can be valuable.
Kingery on first down, another screen pass, this time to the right side. It's Cassidy once again, now to the left hash before being brought down.
Cassidy ran about 25 yards and might have gained 2. He just kept finding new people to run under. He didn't even gain 2. He didn't gain anything. Well, he gained about a yard.
Tackle by Matt Markham. Timeout Notre Dame.
You got that as Notre Dame's last timeout. You don't. Scoreboard does.
Maybe down here it's 6 timeouts for the whole game and not 3.5.
They do have some funny ways of doing things down here in Scioto County, don't they? Let's say not funny. That's probably not the right word. Different might be a better word. But people say that about Pike, Kentucky, too. They say that. And what kills me is...
Anywhere south of Franklin County.
Well, yeah, because, you know, what's funny is the progression is...
Well, Pickaway's Yahoo to Franklin. Ross is Yahoo to Pickaway.
Exactly.
It
does. And then you get down the river and you're all river rats and stuff. That always amazed me that people in Ross County would say something about people in Pike County. I'm like, are you for real, dude? I mean, I've been to the Walmart. I've seen what goes on there, and there isn't a hair's bit of difference.
Second down and 9 from their own 38-yard line. 1 yard on the screen pass to Cassidy on first down. Now second down, Kingery looking to throw under a ton of pressure and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Unofficially, I believe the 4th sack of the night for the Eagles.
Again, the problem has been multiple times tonight when Notre Dame has tried to throw that Eastern Meigs has created quite a bit of pressure.
Titans pushed back to the 30-yard line. Now third down and 15. Kingery forced out of the pocket, rolling to his right and is eventually sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back sacks for Eastern brings up a 4th and long for Notre Dame.
Brings up a long 4th down for the Titans.
Fourth down and 17. Cassidy looks to throw over the middle of the field, nearly intercepted, but incomplete. Another turnover on downs for Notre Dame.
Again, I think if and they probably will run plays would be my guess, but they could actually take a knee here 4 times or 3 times and end the game. But, you know, again, with being the 4th week of the season, there's probably benefit in just simply running plays, and you accomplish the same thing. But they are going victory. Good for them, because I think this is a classy thing to do.
Edwards on to kneel it out for the Eagles.
So that they hit that at 43. So they can take that down to about 4 or 3. Yeah, they take 2 more knees, it'll click out. Because I don't think Notre Dame can stop the clock. And really, at this point, I don't think Notre Dame would stop the clock anyway. Boy, he absolutely snapped
Clock
that.
now at 1:01, so it should take just
one more
snap for the Eagles to advance to 4-0 heading into league play next week when they host Waterford. For Notre Dame, they'll head into their non-league scheduled finale. 3-1 when they take on Williamsburg.
Yeah, they can take that snap anytime. Now that's it.
And that'll do it. Eastern Eagles make the nearly 2-hour trip to Portsmouth, Ohio, taking down the Notre Dame Titans 42-26. (42-26) is the final from Spartan Municipal Stadium. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio.
There's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
(42-26), once again, our final from Spartan Municipal Stadium. The Eastern Eagles advance to 4-0 heading into league play next week. Notre Dame now 3-1 heading in to their Week 5 match against Williamsburg. And a quick summary, what did you see tonight from both of these teams, especially Eastern, that allowed them to pull away with the win?
I think the things that I said at halftime and told you that I was a little bit suspicious of Eastern having a little bit of an upper hand physically, I think they proved that. And at the end of the day, they wore, Notre Dame out. And again, when you turn around and you're playing offense with the same guys that you're playing defense that makes it tough because, and mentally it makes it tough. When I say that, I'm talking physical, but mentally it makes it tough. When you just got scored on and then you got to turn around and put plays together to try to go get scores. And, I think if they were to ever meet again, I still think that they're fairly evenly matched. I think, again, athletic-wise or athlete-wise, I think Notre Dame may have a small advantage. But I think Mr. Hill and Mr. Davis proved that, if you're going to play either one of these two schools, I mean, you have to set your game plan as defensively. You have to stop those two guys. To me, Eastern Megs was able to do a little better job of that. Mr. Hill got loose early and often, and we don't have the totals for but he had to have over 200 yards of rushing. Because he had 3 really long runs. I mean, and, the other run was, counts all the same, but I'm saying.
Still a double-digit yard touchdown run. It was about 11 yards.
Yeah. I mean, no, he legitimately, the kid. And again, he's not the biggest kid in the world. That kid probably doesn't weigh 150 pounds. But ran not just outside. He had great success running outside. But the reason he was able to run outside is because he established the fact that he could run inside as well. And give the credit to the coaching staff for being able to, put plays together. I mean, a lot of people think that, you're just grabbing stuff. Like I call it ordering from the menu. We're going to go in there and have a hamburger today. Well, let's have fries with that. Well, let's get a large Coke or let's get a chicken sandwich. But a lot of times coaches have put a lot of time and thought into the sequence of those plays and how they manipulate the defense and create opportunities to expose certain things. And I believe that was the game plan that Eastern had coming into this game. And again, it's so difficult to play high school football at this level when you look out there, and I've said this before. I mean, Notre Dame has 21 kids dressed. I'm looking over here literally when they're on offense. They've got 10 people standing over here, and only one of them is a skill kid. I'm looking at the numbers. They're all 50 and 60. And they have one kid, so they can rotate one kid. They've actually got 7 skill players on the team. And that's why, you have to have multiple kids playing quarterback, which is, you wouldn't think that you would, but you have to have, because a kid gets dinged and now all of a sudden your best receiver is your next best quarterback. And those are things that other places at your Division I, 2, and 3, and even your Division 4 schools, you don't have to factor those types of things in. But here, just like you go out and practice with 21 players, that's a challenge. You don't get to have the traditional practice. And let's face it, Megs probably has 30 or 31 players, so the challenges aren't a whole lot different from them. But there ain't nobody around here feeling sorry for nobody or those kind of things. And the game of football is not, it's tough. I mean, you work all week, you work really hard all week long, and then you come out here and you're not successful on a Friday night. And it's tough. It's tough because your only pay in the entire equation is to win. And when you're not successful, it hurts. I mean, it hurts. I mean, it hurts if we got any former football players out there listening, it hurts bad. I mean, because you basically donated that week. You worked for free, and that hurts. But the good thing about it is both teams, including Notre Dame, still have their conference to look after. And I would say if these guys keep doing what they've done so far, I think we're looking at two playoff teams. Now, when I say that, that's a very liberal statement. Now, success in the playoffs, I'm not sure about that, but playoff teams, yes, especially. I think at this point, and of course we're only into week 4. I think that Eastern has a better chance of being successful. Again, not being all that familiar, and I assume that Reedsville is Division 7 as well. And I don't know who there's in their region and what they've done and those kind of things. And again, for Notre Dame, they might be capable of winning a playoff game, but at this point, nothing to dwell on. You've got. If I had to correct one thing with Notre Dame, they've got to spend more time offensively repping what they're doing, because the false starts and the illegal procedures, those are all a result of timing and tempo and rhythm and not letting people get set. Now, the bad thing about it is that killed them tonight. The good thing about it is those things are fixable. They're repairable. And maybe with a little bit of practice time, they can get that figured out, because I can assure you, if Notre Dame was able, you saw offensively, especially towards the second half of the first half, you saw what they were able to do, offensively when they cut down on the penalties. And then in the second half, let's face it, physically Eastern took over, and they got up, boom, boom, they're up 3 possessions, and then that changes the complexion of the game. Now Notre Dame is out of their game plan, and that makes it very difficult on them. And obviously they didn't have a great success today doing other things, but maybe somewhere down the road in another game, weeks down the road, that'll end up paying some dividends for them.
That'll just about do it from Spartan Municipal Stadium. Be sure to check back next week, as we'll actually have a doubleheader in Week 5. Friday night we'll have Zane Trace at Piketon, and then Saturday night we'll have Portsmouth West at Waverly. Should be 2 pretty important league games, both in the SVC and in the SOC too, so should be a fun weekend for us here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health. But once again, the final here from Portsmouth. Eastern 42, Notre Dame 26. Have a great rest of your night.
Clear.